With this video, we will be doing Benzino backtracks after crying over Eminem. And if you want to help this channel and the content that we making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Try and get the channel to grow. The only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have more that has come from the story that shocked the internet a few hours ago when Benzino was reduced to tears over his beef with Eminem. And for those who felt sorry for him,
So felt sorry for him.
well, we have to assume that you guys who feel sorry for him only saw the clips of when Benzino broke down to tears, because the entire interview showed how much of a roller coaster Benzino truly is. And guess what? Benzino didn't take long to stay true to his character, and we'll be taking a deep dive into this in a moment, as Benzino has tried everything, but nothing's worked so far. He tried to use Ice Wear Vezo, Ghost Riders, Marv 1, 50 Cent, Joe Budden, King Crooked, Cassius, The Source, Yellow Wolf, D12, Racism, Royce of Ivory, Coyle Ray, Crime on Camera. But so far, nothing's worked against Eminem. But if you thought Benzino was done trying, you thought wrong. And starting from the top, after Benzino's video went viral, it sparked reactions all over the place. Even hip-hop media journalist Peter Rosenberg shared this: if M doesn't use Benzino crying on an album interlude or song intro, I will be very disappointed. But Benzino crying also sparked backlash for the rapper, because those in his corner were disappointed to see this, as posts like these blew up on X, formerly known as Twitter. Benzino breaking down crying over his Eminem beef has to be the most light-skinned Black History Month moment ever. And Benzino...
He took one for the light skin.
The most light-skinned Black History thing, yo, that is crazy. And yo, shout out to Paul, because that was a good suggestion, like using that as an intro. Like, let's say if he did drop a diss song against Benzino, if you started off with that part and then go to it's over. It's over. Facts.
Added insult to injury when he made this statement while sobbing about Eminem.
I just want to hug him.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Ooh, we're failing as a people.
We?
Feel?
Nah, nigga, you.
We're failing as a people.
And while some users found it hilarious, Bro lost a rap battle to Eminem talking about some quote, "we failing as a people," laughing emojis. Others who were most likely...
He said bro lost a rap battle to Eminem talking about we failing as a people. That's crazy.
In Benzino's corner before this now find it disgraceful. Benzino is full of crap. If he don't want to talk about Eminem, he can tell his publicist to tell these interviewers not to ask about him. He talking about him because it is the only way he can get attention in 2024 and leave Black people out of it, making us look and sound like weenies. LOL.
Weenies. Yo.
Leave us out of it. You making us look and sound like weenies.
And leave Black people out of it, making us look and sound like weenies. LOL. The Black community got way bigger issues than Eminem. If he care about our people, do some real work for our people. M currently occupies a space outside of hip-hop culture anyway, and it has been that way for 10 plus years. Nobody gives a F about his music except for his fans. Benzino got him pissed, and following the backlash he was getting from those who believe crying about Eminem on Black History Month is a horrible look for the community,
This is classic material right here. You know what I'm saying? Crying on Black History Month about Eminem. This is wild.
The most light skinned thing.
This is
Crying
crazy.
about Eminem on Black History Month is a horrible look for the community.
So
Benzino took to IG to do some damage control. He posted this. Reasons why crying is good. And this is hilarious coming from Benzino, who on the same Drink Champs interview bragged about how much of a hard man and street tough guy he is compared to the softie that we know as Eminem, who would get chewed up in the streets of Boston, unlike hard man Benzino, who is respected for his toughness in the streets. And mind you, this all happened before the crying started.
This all
He
happened
shared this
before the
post
cry
with the
started.
caption, I had so much built up anger, frustration, and evil built up inside of me. Not gonna lie, minus the alcohol, I needed that ish. It really helped. And those who don't know better thought Benzino was on the right path to redemption. Check this out. Even when I didn't agree with you, I always respected you for your honesty. In these times, honesty is the only currency I value. You are a rich man. Love to you and your family. Respect always. More on this note, it takes a strong man to feel out loud, and I'm so proud of you. Even made me drop a tear. You spoke nothing but facts, King. But on the other end, even some people who think it is okay for street gangsters to cry on camera still called him out. Man crying is fine, it is normal. Obsessing over another man's success, starting the beef, and then getting your feelings hurt is the part people are roasting you for.
Facts. He couldn't have said it no better than right there, and then he said it.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with the fact that you was emotional. It was what you were emotional over.
Yeah, facts.
Why is filing
Exactly.
your taxes with
It's
Free Tax
crazy.
USA different? Well, for starters, our premium...
People expecting a man pushing 60 to change over the course of an episode on Drink Champs are even more hilarious than the thought of street tough hard man gangster Benzino crying in that interview. And those who knew better knew it was only a matter of time. He'll be back to dissing him next week. Bookmark it.
Bookmark
And
it.
slowly but surely, we started getting there. As
So
after he
bookmark
shared
it.
this on IG, a screenshot that shows Benzino and Eminem trending, he added the caption, when your name's trending over Bronze, Amps, and the President on All-Star Weekend, Sunday is so epic, laughing and goat emojis. And moments
said
later,
goat.
we were back in business.
was back
Paul
in business.
Rosenberg became Benzino's next weapon to use against
wow.
Eminem.
Right.
He shared a
Back in
clip of a
business.
phone call from over 2 decades ago between him and Paul after Eminem's first response to his diss track. And check out a snippet of what Benzino believes is, quote, Paul Rosenberg selling out Eminem. He shared the clip with the caption, you can't erase history. The truth eventually prevails and it is still F Eminem.
Yo.
Steve told me that you want to talk to me, so I'm calling back. Yeah, I just, I spoke to Steve, and I just want to make sure that, this shit doesn't get out of hand. Hey, Paul, see, this guy's starting to believe in himself now. You know what I'm saying? This little chump is starting to believe in himself. You feel what I'm saying? He's passionate. The streets got to know that this is a fucking fake. He's a phony. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking phony. Who get this motherfucker home? He has to be exposed, and I'm not going to stop exposing him. I went after what the state of hip-hop is from the street perspective. He felt like he could fucking disrespect me on some, he wants to fight me? Not like he's going to do anything. Well, I'm saying where? He sounds like a little whiny little bitch that you know what I'm saying, that stays behind security, stays in the studio, and blocked away from society, that he can say whatever he wants. You see, I'm not that fucking dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude,
Talking
man. About
crazy, talking
Boston
spicy.
niggas extorting dames and everything. What type of shit is that? The real extortion is him extorting hip-hop from fucking streets. That's the real extortion is. You knew what he was going to do. You knew the songs. You knew what he said about me. You knew this conversations he had with Fat Chuck. You knew all this shit. No. You should have these peaceful conversations with him. Listen, the only thing that I knew, that if you can't turn this into a thing against me, you and I don't have a problem. Oh, I don't. This isn't. You're a part. Listen, you, man.
I mean, why wouldn't they have? I mean, they should have a problem. He got a problem with your number one artist. How can you not have
how
a
can you
problem?
not have a problem?
I don't get that. I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, he's like, well, we're separate entities. I just happen to make money off of him.
That's crazy.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
And it's Elvis. You're a part of him. You're a part of him. You're just as much of a part of him. You run Shady Records. You're a part of him. You're a part of that movement.
He said, I just work with him. That sound like when we be at jobs and people be saying something, man, I just work here.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you asking me, dog. I just work here.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
That's real talk.
I just work here. That's it.
Part of him. I work for Shady Records. You're part of him. You're part of that movement. Don't you think it's out of hand already? Well, you know what? I didn't want it to happen in the first place. I spoke to Dave after I heard about the first record, and I was like, Dave, what's up? Why, where's this coming from? And he was like, he's got some things he wanted to get off his chest. And, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, is the call, like, what's the call for? Like, I mean, he's already dropped his record. Like, you guys made your move, so what is really the call for?
Right.
Oh, I just wanted to see if there's any way that, we can make peace of the situation. I don't want it to get out of hand. Make peace out of this? Something, yeah. So then why would he, bring my kids and why would he say the things he says? I don't have control over it, man. I don't know. Yeah, man, he's out of...
That was a great answer. I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to Paul. I can't speak for why he did what he did. I'm just trying to be olive branch. We're trying to save peace. We don't want to get out of hand. We don't want to go into the streets. We're trying to nip it in the bud. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up. And this is something that doesn't have to be taken to that level, especially at that point.
Yeah, and you could tell this was a long time ago. If we wouldn't be here today, he just would have took the olive branch and just now he's saying I want peace. I want to hug him. I want to tell him I love him. He was given an opportunity right here.
Yeah, you had all those things.
Yeah, you declined, obviously.
Control, man. He got a lot of mouth, you know what I'm saying? He said he wants to fight me and everything else, man. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, Paul, I'm sure we can arrange that, But it's still a record, though, man,
But it turns out that what Benzino perceives to be Paul Rosenberg selling out Eminem is actually proof of why Paul Rosenberg is a competent manager. So competent that he was actually also looking out for Benzino. But the problem is, Benzino was so caught up in his tough guy hot man street persona, he couldn't see it, and over 20 years later, this has been the result.
That was just what I was saying. He was given the olive branch to squash it right then and there. Yes, he put out a song, just a song. Nobody got shot at. Nobody got stabbed. Nobody got beat up. Nobody got punched on. We could just end it right here. You could have got what you wanted. It was probably a song the whole time anyway. And it could have went that way if you would have just took the olive branch. But now it's 20 years later.
Yeah, it was like that branch got wilted and broke off the tree and everything else.
All that.
Got nothing against some of them that can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want
Hope they showed Dory
22
face.
years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about
They had
Eminem.
the sad music playing in the
Come on,
background.
man.
Oh, snap.
My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad. You think this shit is cool?
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
man.
No.
We're failing as a people. I don't hate Eminem. I don't know him to hate him. I don't hate white people.
I beg your pardon.
Yo,
Dr. Umar came out of
Benzino got
nowhere.
confused right now. I'm confused. How did he sell out M? He barely got 3 words out of his mouth before you interrupted him ranting on M. So, Paul Rosenberg was literally doing what any good manager would do. He tried to de-escalate the situation, even
Facts.
without informing Eminem before things got out of hand. His
right.
only mistake was he was trying to reason with a tough guy, hard man street dude in his feelings, who thought Eminem wasn't gonna be bold enough to fight back. The bully did not expect resistance. He did not expect Eminem to respond to his diss track on that mixtape. Hence why he couldn't reason with Paul Rosenberg. And users who know better have been pointing out this fact. Benzino, don't play victim. You had it out for Eminem since day one, and people caught on. LOL. Eminem stays in his cave for most of the year, unless it is for American football, and Benzino still finds a way to talk about him. And those who didn't know better are now lamenting. Just when I started feeling sorry for him, I guess it is true when they say alcohol makes you play out the deepest emotions. Ben
fact.
will never change.
He'll
Shake
never
my
change.
head. But
Never
expecting
gonna
change
change,
at
never gonna
60
change.
is even more hilarious. I'll be looking forward to your thoughts, as perhaps we are missing
This is
something.
crazy.
So I'll throw it
must
over
be
to you
missing
guys.
something.
Did that sound like Paul Rosenberg selling out Eminem? Tell us
Nah.
below. Thanks for watching,
Nah.
and see you on the
He
next
reaching.
one.
It's Trey TV.
If you're
Let's
paying
get it.
over $80 a month,
Samar Wilson here representing Ghetto Action News Network _ all lowercases.
No spaces.
You can find us on Facebook, and when you do, follow the page, like the page, share the page, and come back. I'm gonna get right on into this. We got Benzino backtracks after crying over Eminem and claims it's still F Eminem. I thought this was a great video.
Yeah.
It had moments of information as well as moments that were just hilarious to me.
Right.
I like the way they implemented different scenes
Me too.
and whatnot. I thought this was just a great watch from the beginning to end. And what did you feel about this one?
I think it was a great watch. It definitely was hilarious the way that he thought he was a play Eminem by releasing that tape, but it actually had the opposite effect that we could have ended this beef 20 years ago.
Right.
We could have really ended this 20 years ago, and we're still going through this because you want to play the tough guy. You didn't want to take the olive branch that was held out to you. Now you're talking about, oh, your daughter going through this and that, when you could have avoided all this 20 years ago, but you made your bed.
It's really like he did it to himself.
You made your bed, and now you got to lie in it. Now we're seeing the after calls of your, the results of your choices that you made 20 years ago. That's why you got to make great decisions out here, because you don't want to be like this guy breaking down on Black History Month. It's crazy. Can't wait to do more from the situation. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.